as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Tempo. There. Tempo. Run left. Well.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's go. Hey, over here.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. Check 50.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed, busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Garoppolo on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
21, 11. 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, over here, over here.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now here's Michael Dixon on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Move it up, fellas. 21, 11.
Garoppolo now. Forced out to his left. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Come on, let's go.
They run again with freedom. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Screenplay, McKinnon. And just shutting him off there. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Breida. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Hey, tempo! Gotta go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Come on, let's go. 19. Hey, 4 down.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta go.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run it with Carson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, over here, over here.
A carry down for McKissick. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Gotta go.
They run with Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10.
4 down. 13. 11. 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Get set.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
12.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Oh, no. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Come on, let's go. You got 4. Gotta go.
And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. Smart that. Watch the safety creep.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 11. Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Alert. 3 down. gotta go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Come on, let's go. Gotta go.
And they'll play the ground game here with the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go. Hey. Check it out,
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gotta go.
This is Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a lot rides now on the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially at second. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some over.